Everyone, look at my tulip. Ah, look how baby. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm here in my bedroom once again. I'm sitting up here to talk with you face to face because I'm going to make a video about my apparel collection. If you don't follow me on Instagram, which I think you should, you probably don't know that I made an apparel collection. It was mostly apparel, but there were a few other items. Once again, I have my sketchbook here with all the things I want to talk about. So this whole apparel idea collection started when my parents kindly gifted me a heat press machine and an embroidery machine on my birthday last year.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
I was pretty excited about it, so I was already starting to have a bunch of ideas of what I could do, and it was time to do some research and learn how the two machines worked and what materials I needed to get, all of that stuff. I've always wanted to make a collection with a theme. For example, I don't know, like summer themed, fall themed, something like that. And since I had this opportunity to make apparel, I was like, I should make something I really like, something I would buy, and that's exactly what I made. I started doing some research. I had the vision. I wanted something like skies and clouds and stars and bunnies, and maybe cats. I knew I wanted something magical, something fantasy-like, so that's exactly what I started searching for. And I did a whole mood board from Pinterest, of course, and then it was a fun part, coming up with the title of the collection, the name of the collection. Since it was very much stars and universe and skies related, I thought, what about dreamers? Because it kind of makes sense. So dreamers it is. Then I started to have some ideas of what products I wanted to make. It would be all in theme. I knew I wanted to have both embroidered and heat pressed apparel. So that's exactly what I made. So I started to make some sketches and coming up with ideas of how many shirts I wanted to make, how many tote bags I wanted to make. After the sketches, it was time to experiment. I didn't know much about either it pressed apparel and embroidered apparel, so it was all trial and error, but it's okay, that's how you learn, to be honest. And so I bought just some e-transfer paper from Amazon just to try it out. It's not the best quality ever, but it works if you want to try it out and see how it looks on shirts and stuff. So I made a bunch of things, really a lot of things, and I also embroidered a lot of things. I had to buy stabilizers, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is like when you embroider something, it's that white, it's not paper, but it's white cloth thing that stays behind and holds the embroidery, so it doesn't move. I don't know if I explained it well, but yeah, you'll see on the videos I recorded. And so this all happened in kind of a good time, I think, I guess, because it was the time I was rebranding my shop and the image of my shop. Since I chose to have another main color, purple, it honestly matched the aesthetic of the collection. About quantities, I decided not to have pre-orders because I wanted this collection to be a surprise, I guess. I made very little units of each product because I was afraid of not selling well and of not selling at all, to be honest. So honestly, my advice, if you want to try something new and you're not sure if it's going to sell or not, maybe you should just make small quantities, see if you sell, and then you make more. For example, I did like just 2 sizes of shirts, and I had like 3 units per size, and then I had pre-orders to buy other sizes, or if one sold out, to buy that size. So about actual products, I made one heat pressed shirt, which is this one that I'm wearing. I made one embroidered shirt. I made one embroidered tote bag. I made one heat pressed tote bag as well. 2 heat pressed designs on pencil cases. And I think that was pretty much the whole apparel situation. But then I made a belt chain. It's not apparel, but you know. I made earrings. And then I made like a bookmark, an acrylic charm. Yeah, an acrylic charm and a sticker. I think that is it. I hope I didn't forget anything. If I did, it will be here on the screen right now. So then after all the experiments and all the ideas and how many products and what products I wanted to make, I bought, for the heat pressed ones, I bought TTFs, which if you don't know, it's I am not the best person to explain to you, to be honest, but it's a really a much better heat transfer paper that you can use for your apparel, and it really shows from the first test I did. This one is completely flawless, to be honest, and it's much more resistant to like washing and ironing. So then it was time to produce everything. then we had marketing. It's always the fun part. I wanted, because I've seen a lot of other artists make it, and I wanted to make an Instagram carousel, and I thought it was so much fun to make, and it turned out perfect, so I did that for marketing. I did a few reels, one of one of myself showing the collection, which, to be honest, I'm always very anxious to be on camera. But if you have a brand and you have a shop, you need sometimes you need to give your shop a face, because it will be much better, I think. And a lot of people tell me that people that watch my videos and follow my Instagrams, they all say that I should speak more and be the one showing my things, like giving a face to my shop. So we had the marketing, I had the carousel, the reels, and TikToks, of course. And then it was time to launch the collection. I was very nervous, to be honest, but the support was honestly amazing. A lot of people shared the post and the reels and messaged me saying, "Oh, everything looks so good." It was great, so thank you so much. I hope I explained everything correctly. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them and ask them. I'll reply to everything. And if you want to check out the collection, I'll leave the link in the description. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!